Hi people, Bear back again. Well, how are we all doing? Oh dear lord, I've had some terrible problems getting started up here. I've had to go back to the old PC. I've got a new one set up here, but Camtasia 7 suddenly wasn't working on it. A bit of action here with Fatty Treats. Oh, set on the river. Queen 10. Oh, Fatty Treats getting a nice hand there. I'm sure he won't grizzle at that. So yeah, sorry about that people. I'm a few minutes behind schedule here. I mean, it's not that many hands in, but bit of a tricky one here. So welcome. Christ, I hate this. Welcome to PokerTube Titan event tonight. $5, if I remember rightly, it's $5 entry. I'll double check it. I think it's $5 entry here. 500 added. So the prize fund tonight's actually really nice. It's over $300 to the winner, which is pretty cool. We are full way here with 10-3-2. That's a very small bet by Jola. I got one overcard and a 5 here. Really, it's not worth getting involved with, to be honest. So we'll just stay out of trouble here. Jola with a pussy bet, if ever I've seen one. Gets called. 10 comes down. Now, does Jola have top? If he had top pair there, you'd expect at least a 50% pot bet. He doesn't do it. Unless, of course, he's got a set there and he's trying to sucker somebody in. Well, let's see if he goes half a pot or checks this. Well, he goes half a pot bet here. Never fold, instantly calls that. So now with 240 in the middle here, never fold, checks it back. So Jola for value, half a pot bet again, maybe even 100. Yeah, he goes half a pot, so is that 3 tens? I'd have to think it is. But even on a weak 10 on the flop, you'd have thought a better bet than 20. We pair of 3s here on the button. So as I say, welcome everybody to the Titan event. We'll look at the list in a minute. Got a pair of 3s here, so raise it up. Any action back at me, I'm not particularly keen. We've got one guy sitting out here, ZZ, so we'll mock that. Actually didn't spot that, but he's sitting out here. TTR over here is sitting out, so 8-man table basically. Queen 5 is a fold. Right, let's flip round the tables, people. Before we do that, let's just have a quick look, see if anybody's out. No. Top 3 get paid on this one. So Fatty Treats in the lead, Discordy second, Luke Harst in second equal. Top prize 322. That's pretty cool, guys. I have to say, for such a small buy-in, you can't grizzle at that, can you? Let's go round the other tables here. Let's just see who's here. We've got Chris is here. How you doing, Chris? Mrs. ST playing quite a few PokerTube tournaments recently. Well done, mate. Lewinsky, Kizalino. Okay, Discordy over there. How you doing, mate? Just looking for some regulars. A bit of action here. What do we have? Raise, flat call on the button. Kizalino here on an 899 flop. I can't get to my fridge, man. This is a nightmare. I'm in the fiance's room on my old PC because I can't use Camtasia on the new one. Something went wrong with it. With only a few minutes to go. Interesting bet there by KJ78 to Morrison. Has he got the 9? Well, he bets out on it and he forces 2 people to fold and it wasn't even a half a pot bet. Well, interesting. So yeah, the fridge is in my own room. I can't get to it. And I've just put some new Stellas in there. Jesus. I'm going to have to make a break at some point and dash to the fridge once the Stellas have chilled out. So let's flip onto the other table here. Let's see who's here. We got that's good old Maggie here. Comap, just Alex Poker, Richard Nova, Freewheeling Frank, isn't it? Yeah, Freewheeling Frank, Jubes. I think we should start calling him Moobs, shouldn't we? Moobs. We're gonna raise. Oh, you've been timed out. What? I never even got a warning. Mind you, it was only Jack 5, so that's okay. Raise here from Sniff Rider. That's some name, by the way. Moobs in the big blind calls. Jack 10-7. That's pretty coordinated. 255 in the middle. Just quickly. Oops. Bare table there. Queens versus Kings. Oh, set over set. That's a nightmare on bare table. You'd cry on that. The odds of that are like boof. Was that all in pre-flop? We'll come back to that in a minute. I want to get back to Moobs here. Well, we've got 2 spades, 2 hearts. Wow, on bare table. Always action on bare table. Well, we've got a check here. Check, yeah. 3 hearts now. Somebody with a runner flush, that'd be a bit sick. 3-6, fold that quickly back. Pair of fours wins it. I was a bit pussy there from Sniff Rider. Let's just have a look at how he played that on the flop. So we got a pre-flop raise call, and then it's check all the way down with ace king. No c-bet on a dangerous flop. Okay, could have made a bet on the river on the turn. Well, Jube's getting away with murder there on a pair of fours. Go back to bear table. Oh, action here. Bet, raise. Oh, we're all in here. TTR versus ace king, king queen. Ooh, oh my god. That's an absolute... Oh! Flush on the river. Oh my word. Well, I'll bet you who was that here on the ace king suited? Yeah, look at that. He's just typed phew. I'm going to go, lol. Just caught that on camera. Just caught that for vid, man. Fold that. That never fold to you. Filled his pants there. Fatty Treat said he had 9-9. Let's look at this last hand again here. So we had ace king suited, king queen. We got a raise flat call with the ace king. Yeah, it's fine. I like that. Not a problem. We got a bet raise. It's committed all in here with TTR. So never fold to you. Would be pretty sick if he's up against an 8. Calls off. He's got king queen. Totally crushed here. Only a queen will do, and it comes. It comes on the turn, and never fold to you must be filling his pants here, but he's still got the flush draw to get out of jail. And an ace, and an 8, and look at that, to win the hand, up pops the diamond, and he's like, phew. Well, wow. Queen 8 here, ciao baby, too early position. Let's get back to this hand where we had kings versus queens. Is it all in pre-flop? Yeah, it's all in pre-flop. But could you imagine if the queens had slowed that down and had, you know, middle set on the flop, you know, if it hadn't gone in all in pre-flop. If he just flatted here, so it was like a call, a raise. If he flatted here and then committed with his set over set in the hold'em is most uncommon. Well, nuts in the river's hand held, so fun and games at the moment. What we got here? A limpy and a raise from Morrison. Almost begging a call here from KJ. Okay, KJ, what you got? He calls Jack 6-2 with 2 clubs, 265 in the middle. Checky. 260 bets full pot. Over pair or top pair, top kicker from Morrison maybe. Oops, me antivirus and the computer's picking up. Or the advert is anyway. So hang on a second, let me just quickly check the lobby here. Just making sure I got all the tables up. Yeah, I have. So just a quick flash around the tables, people. As in, sorry, just trying to get this to work here. 5-2. Backy next to me. Well, up and down in. If he checks, I'll bet it. Top bet that. Does Backy have check raising the Arsenal? If he does, I'm going to bitch slap him. We will not show that. Eight three suited. Auto fold that, man. Forget it. So let's have a quick look at the leaderboard here. Jola 3.3k. Never fold to you 2.9. Nuts on the river 2.5. Those three have got off to a great start. So we're going to pause this, people. Come back when we get a few hands. All in here with 7-8 early position. Gets called by ace queen. Screwed here unless a 9 comes. Top pair hits. Well, that's a weird shove at this point with 7-9. Not, I mean, they are connectors, but 200 odd chips he shoved there. What's the blinds? So he's one off from under the gun with 200 chips. 200 and something chips. So he had at least 8 big blinds there. No need to shove with 7, 8 there. That was desperation. I know he's very, very short stacked, but the blinds are still small. He can pick a better spot. and that was TTL 105 there blowing up. Well, we got a raise and a flat call here. Two big stacks, Jack 4-4, interesting. Nuts out of position here. Never fold to you, and I think that's nuts on the river, if I remember rightly. Gonna see a C bet here. Yeah, 120. Nope. Does the job, not interested. Bring it back here, people. Making a bit of a concerted dodgy call, well, not dodgy, dodgy raise here under the gun with ace-10 suited. I mean, I've got several people missing here. Muck that. I've got two people sitting out. I did have two sitting out and two away, so technically people 4 off a full ring table there, so I thought, well, I'll try and steal a few blinds there. Under the gun raise, nothing's going to call me there unless it's decent. So I'm not a big fan of playing under the gun with hands like ace-10, ace-jack. It's pretty dodgy. Even ace-queen's a bit iffy. 4-5 here, fold that. Although some of you might not think so. Now bringing it back here, I've got 8-9, I got a limp from under the gun, I got 8-9 off and a raise here. Out of position, really not the time to be playing this hand. I don't need to, he's got 882 behind him, so any call, unless I nailed the flop, I'm going to have to call a big bet on the flop. So in this situation, wise to back off, look for a better spot. Even if that 8-9 was suited, it would be risky with the stacks as they are. So I would have hit, if you see what I mean, I would have hit middle pair, dodgy kicker, pretty coordinated 9-10 with the hearts there. Now freewheeling flank, I'd expect a decent bet from him. Well, that's not big. He gets called. There's the king of hearts. Now that's super dangerous, that board. Jola now lays in with a small tiny bet. What the hell's that all about? Freewheeling Frank's committing himself. I don't get that bet by Jola. King, queen. Well, Jola, that's just a waste of time, man. He just spanks off a lot of chips there when you didn't need to. Well, we're in position here with suited connectors. This is not a bad position to have this type of hand. So we don't need to raise this. We can just call in position with a limper, fatty treats. As long as the blinds don't get frisky, we might get to see the flop pretty cheap. Well, I got middle pair and a flush draw. So if it's checked to me, I bet it. If it's bet, I can call it. One of the blinds is sitting out, actually. Forgot about that. So we'll go 3/4 of the pot. I think it's a respectable bet. Never fold calls me off. Now I want to keep this pot small, so I expect a check now. So we'll keep it small here. That 6 and that 10 could have made it straight. Is he going to bet this out? No. Well, I'm not betting it, so... Has he got a dodgy queen? No, I'll pick it up. Was that a 5? If he called off on a 5, I'd like to see that hand again. History? Yeah, oh yeah, the flush draw, 6-7. Oh. Well, again, I can get in cheap here with 6-9 suited, which is, and I got position. So he had the flush draw. Look at that, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, he would have committed on the flop there.